long as the party keeps jumping, jumping, jumping. Either you're right or mine, we just gotta get into something, something, something.
Hey, sweeties and spoons, it's your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes, honey. So listen, y'all, well, all of you don't know, a lot of y'all are new, so this is Cousin Patches right here.
Hi, sugars. How you doing? I am back again, and I'm coming permanently. So, hey, y'all be seeing a lot of me on this channel.
Is ATL ready, honey? ATL ready.
I hope so, because I am going to be bringing my cockatoo with me. So some of y'all who don't know what my cockatoo is, tune in on my channel. Life for Cousin Patches is one word. Ain't no E with the wit, because I don't know why the child didn't put one on there.
There ain't no E with. Ain't
ain't no H.
Yeah, there ain't
it's just W-I-T. So
Life with Cousin Patches. I'll put the link at the bottom.
Yeah.
And introduce.
I would like to introduce y'all to my new love, Hardcore Bruno. And he fucking rocks. He rocks so much. He slightly lights my fire. And it's just so cute because, you know, he makes me feel like this thing right here. And he just gave me this new toy right here. That's what he does to me. He makes me feel like that. Which I will be telling you what this is for. Because we got matching ones. But I came all the way on this show to tell y'all been following me. For some of y'all who has been watching me for years, y'all been hearing all my crazy love stories and past relationships and whatnot. And now I am actually up to speed in life. And I want
new sheriff in town.
And there's a new sheriff in town. I love it. I thought you was gonna talk to me, your husband, your voice, and your sexy voice. You know I like it
What's
when you
the
talk
sexy
to
voice?
you. Sexy voice.
When I talk like I'm from Australia.
I love when you talk to Australia. And be like, do you
That's
want
not Italian.
it's Australian. And be like, do you want crumpets? And he'd be like, do you want me to put it? No. Don't play with my bum. I'll be like, I like it.
That's English, you crazy
I
bastard.
love that. That is so hot.
Just for the USA.
Australian is like, hey,
Yeah. When a man talks to you,
Good day.
especially in English, he can almost ask you anything but saying some shit like that.
English.
But, you know, because, you know,
I
that's my
speak
guy.
Spanglish now,
You
though.
know, so he does his little English language and it slightly turns me on. And I turn it to the little Chinese girl and I'd be like, you know, do you know what's in yum yum boom boom? He'd be like, yum yum boom boom. And he slightly, my guy, I turn Chinese. He'd be like, oh, you think I'm dirty little whore. You think I'm dirty little whore. And he'd be like, no, but I think you're dirty little whore. So there we just talk each other. I'm Chinese and he's from English and we didn't cover the continent, so we're going to grow old together and travel the world, and we're going to hit all, 7 continents or counties or whatever the hell we're
One of
doing.
those 3.
Yeah,
First one's Amsterdam.
yeah, we're going there, and we're going to go there.
You're going to love Amsterdam. Amsterdam's great.
Yeah, I can't wait. I got all kinds of pictures they have sent me. Candy has sent me personally. So I'm like, I'm so excited. I know some of y'all like that's been watching my show. Are you falling in love too fast? I don't know. I just feel like when you see something and if it feels right, go with it. I can't let past relationships stop what, you know, me trying the next new guy. You know, and I ain't gonna lie. He's not light-skinned with good hair. I know. So
He's the other white man.
He's the other white me. He's slightly white chocolate there because he done had in his own chocolate.
That's what I'm going to do. If me and my husband ever depart, I'm going straight to the other side. I'm done.
But he's such a cool fellow. He could have been
If
great.
Oreos can put candy corn in an Oreo, we can mix us together any day.
They got candy, corn, and...
Oreos.
Oreos, candy corn. I don't know. He's always up on, and I love him too, because y'all know I'm a chubby chaser. I love him big and thick, so I call him my Bruno.
I told him you be talking about he think he's mud, bitch.
He's thick as mud. When I seen him, he could have been green, but he was so thick as mud, and I was like, take it, honey. When I rolled up, it was crazy. One thing I do like about, if I even go there, but it's being the fact that he is thick as mud, he always keeps me up on all the new snacks. Why we just get ready? All the
2015 snacks.
Yes.
The new Twinkies.
The new Twinkies.
You
He
stupid.
called
That's
me.
a Friday.
No, but seriously, why he called me? He's like, baby, you need to get to the fire, like, right now. And I'm like, wow, what's going on, you know? He was like, baby, tell me why they got Krispy Kreme hamburgers topped with deep fried Kool-Aid. I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
deep fried Kool-Aid? He's like, yeah, baby, we gotta fucking go. We're gonna fucking go. We're gonna eat. We're gonna go to every little vendor. We're gonna eat. And I'm like,
That's
yes,
your
gonna be
dream,
some
man,
sausages.
right there.
I was just lit up like, oh yes, yes.
Your
And I'm
hungry
thinking,
ass.
what do you take these deep fried Kool-Aids? You dip it in ranch or something? I mean, y'all done went to a whole nother level when you can deep fry Kool-Aid.
You know that.
So, you know, but we from Kentucky and we fry everything. And we managed to fry Kool-Aid. So,
Jesus. So
but
how'd y'all meet?
how do we meet? You want me to start?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was coming at
Friday.
this gas station.
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what day it was. I don't know. It was like midday, probably around 1 or 2. And I was coming out the gas station. And I was walking to my truck. And I noticed this big, thick, sexy, huge muscle man standing there pumping V-Power diesel. It was V-Power diesel. And he wasn't even looking at the dang on pump for one. He was just pumping his butt off and slightly looking around. And when I'm pumping my gas, I'm slightly like,
Looking at the
yeah, I'm slightly looking. So I'm like, ah. And I caught his eye. And he raised his eyebrow at me. And I gave him, you know, the hubba look like, hey, you slightly look good. And you slightly couldn't get it. But, you know, but he also looked like he was already taken. So, you know, I was like, I was leaving Louisville. And I don't do married men. And I don't like doing other, you know, other people's baggage or whatnot and this and other. But I said, hey, I might go out with a bang. I don't really give a damn what's going on. I just think you're hot. You look good. And if you want, you can get my number. Was that pretty much how it went?
For the most part.
What was the other part?
Well, from my perspective, I think I was sitting there pumping my gas, and you was getting ready to leave. I said, you don't have to leave. And I said, and you said, well, come take my number. So
Really?
then
I had to went through a whole scenario doing watching you.
Yeah, I watched you walk in and out.
Oh, you watch me walk in and out. A little sashay. I've been doing bad. I've been getting myself together. I've been rehabilitated because y'all know sometimes I have bad days. I slightly walk around with a crutch. But then some days I feel good. And since I got my own show now, honey, I had to show y'all, you know, I had to come out my moo-moos and put on my best threads. And I got my own show. And I been just shining. So I was out, but I was kind of, he met me, I was looking plain. I had my hair put back in a ponytail. It was a slightly simple Monday. It wasn't one Monday or Friday. It was a simple day. So, you know, he wasn't in
It's the
store
same.
of the kind of
It ended
woman
in wise.
that he was getting ready to work upon. So, we took down exchange numbers, and when I pulled out the driveway...
How many hours did it take you to call me?
Probably, what, 3 minutes?
3 minutes. I called you.
You called me? Or did I call you? I
Uh,
think I called. I think I called you.
Yeah.
I called you because I got lost. As soon as I pulled out of there, I get to the point. You can put me in a paper bag and spin me around,
And
and
this helper don't know shit.
I get lost.
She went up the street to go get something to eat, and I'm like, it's up the street. And like 30 minutes went by. I'm like, where are y'all at?
He told me I was
think
going the
we
wrong
went
way.
the wrong way, and he told me, and I'm like, it's up the fucking street. You make one damn turn. One damn.
We took 2 turns down the same up street because he thought I was going the wrong way, and I knew I was going the right way. I knew I was going the right way. But since he told me I was going the wrong way, I second-guessed myself, and I turned around and come find out he was wrong. I was right. Well, I right this time.
First time for everything.
I was right.
Lord have mercy.
So, anyway, I was lost and needed some direction. He had already pulled out, so he was like, you know, you can meet me over here. So I go and I slightly meet him, and if he could show me where I needed to go. So he could show me where I needed to go. So, we made dates and plans for the next day to go to dinner.
Aw.
She meets me at a buffet.
Oh shit, that's your dream date.
I was like,
All you
man.
can eat.
He was like, you don't want
That's
to
our
go
dream
to
date, honey.
you don't
So,
want to
you
go
know,
to Steakdale?
So I was like, man, you know, she wants to go to the buffet. I was like, damn, this girl wants to eat. I was like,
Yeah, I know,
can
but
we go to a nice restaurant? And I was like, damn, I'm like, try to keep you around, you know. Let's
I-
go to a
well,
nice restaurant.
I knew I was gonna go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant, so I bought my purse with my freezer bags that I keep inside because.
Side note, stop. Side motherfucking note, before I let her finish this. Let me tell you something. This heifer stay bringing aluminum foil, Ziploc bags. And let me tell you something. I remember she came, this is around the first, year when I first moved here. This heifer, I was sick. So her and my daughter and Whitney, my sister, they went to Ryan's to get something to eat. I stayed home.
I shut
She
that
come
down.
home, honey. Talk about some, you feeling better, you want to eat? And I was like, yeah, I'll get up and fix me something. She takes out her bed. You want some chicken? You want some rolls? You want some mac and cheese? I'm like, bitch, mac and cheese.
I get ribs too.
And cookies.
And steak.
She got all cookies. And my daughter almost fucked up because this is when my daughter was a little younger. This is years when we first moved back to the States. This how, Deja ain't know no better. She was young, so she's stuffing shit in her butt. And so the lady comes over and said, would you need anything else? Do you want any more rolls or anything? She was like, no, Deja was like, well, what about the stuff in your purse?
That was it. I was talking about my doggy bed. So I figured I was going out to eat with him, and I was going to have enough dinner to last me for a week because I was going to get me some ribeyes, some chicken, and ribs. So, but I was
This
like,
ain't first date, y'all. She about to be ghetto fucking fabulous on they. I ain't even ghetto fabulous. This bitch was about to be straight ghetto on their first date. Talk about she gonna go on their first date and load up for the fucking week.
I bet a girl gotta eat. It's all you can eat.
She did
That
take the A1 steak sauce from there, so.
Oh my God.
Y'all
Yes.
get the A1 steak sauce?
I didn't take the A1 steak sauce. I didn't.
I'm just messing with you. Didn't do that.
But what I did do was, y'all, we ended up going to this restaurant, honey. And first when we get there, he orders this meat here. And this is for some of y'all who watched the video or whatnot.
About the lesbian.
Yes.
I mixed the two
She
up.
mixed two stories together because I was excited, and then I stopped and started telling her another story, and so she mixed two together. So I have to kind of split it up. He was the one who ordered the raw ass meat. He said bring him a rare steak, cook it for a few seconds. I wasn't thinking that it was gonna come back. Look at that! I done got me a little ribeye, well done. They bring this man's plate out. The meat was just like, it was damn near still twitching. It looked like they had rinsed his meat off and still had Kroger ink on the side. and they just threw it on the plate. And he's sitting up there cutting it up and dipping it in Worcestershire sauce. And I'm like, do you want salt, pepper and shit? And he's eating this bloody meat, you guys. And he's taking this towel paper and he's wiping the corners and slightly kind of red. And he's just eating this raw meat. And I'm slightly disgusted, but I was turned on at the same time because, he's
Yo,
such
weird
an
ass.
animal. He's such a beast. I like that about you, my baby. So, he's sitting there eating this raw ass meat. I was like, he is so ornery. So, I just thought of my man, this man right here is low maintenance. I don't never have to be cooking all day long.
Don't have to worry about burning. Just
I can just unthaw his meat and rinse it out, in hot water. I wouldn't even put it on the stove. I just rinse it off in hot water.
Let it turn a little color.
And his food will always be ready. So I'm like, this man is low maintenance. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. So, but I've never been to this kind of restaurant before. I had once before I remember. And I thought, like at Joe's Crab Shack, they have these silver buckets. And you throw your crab leg shells in there, your paper towels and stuff in there. They had two little silver buckets. And I didn't notice that when I came in, there was a big barrel of peanuts or something like that. I didn't see none of that. All I seen was these two silver trash cans. I thought it was trash cans. So the whole time we was talking, we was buttering the bread. I'm throwing butter paper in there. I'm throwing napkins in there. I just picked my teeth with
I don't want this biscuit no more. I just throw it in there.
I'm just filling up his buckets like they gave me two. So let me try to fill it up. Come to find out, when a man come digging in there to get peanuts, it was garbage. It was my garbage. I didn't know that they had put in the little trash cans peanuts for the people to eat while you sit there and wait. I thought it was the trash can. My little wet nap went in there and everything.
Wait, it wasn't just at your table. It was for everybody to eat?
Well, the waitress, as they sitting there, people walk by, it's sitting right there. They was...
A little pail of peanuts.
Yeah, a little pail of peanuts. You just pretty much pick them up and kind of eat them. They, on every edge.
Is this the place where you throw the peanuts on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't even on the floor. And I'm kind of glad because if I would have seen it on the floor, I wouldn't have ate. I wouldn't probably even ate. So I didn't even really put two and two together. I thought the buckets was there like Joe Croucher. I was waiting for a Bill to come. Let's get cracking. So but they didn't come, and he came with this raw steak. He's eating this raw meat, and I slightly got turned on bad. And then he offered. He was such a gentleman. He was like, "Would you like an appetizer? I drink with it." And I looked at their little fruity drinks. I was like, "And them prices too." And then I'm the kind of lady. I don't like to try to bust the bottom of the barrel, no shit like that. I like to get more for my money. So I wasn't gonna let him waste it on no. Yeah,
That's right.
you wasn't gonna ready to buy me no $8-10 daiquiri. We can go get me some Bacardi Superior at the liquor store after dinner's over with. So he was like,
She's
"Hey,
such a fucking lady.
he got to the liquor store. Give me a Bacardi bottle Superior.
Pineapple juice.
And pineapple juice." And he got him a 6-pack. And it was just something about him. Then we went after dinner and we got these dang on drinks. And when we was in dinner, we had this type of connection. We was looking at each other so much and we had this connection. It's like I knew. I think he knew. So, you know how you see. And I don't mean to talk about anybody or anything, but you know how on TV I see the white people and they get ready to do it and they be all fast with it. They be like, I can't take it. That shit really happened. I don't know what happened with the white power. That shit really happened. It really happened. I done had me a drink and I'm looking at him and it wasn't the liquor. It was all him. He's thick as I don't know what. Before you know it, I done asked him his name, seen the ID real quick. What's his ID? And you might want to stop and pick up something just in case of emergencies. Just in case of emergencies. So we stopped and picked up the little tray pack of Magnums. We sure did. Because just in case of emergencies. The moment we got behind closed doors and got close to one another, the magnitude was like this. I couldn't take it.
It was an
like,
emergency.
I'll ruin it. It was an
So you
emergency.
was a little hooker.
As a dirty little hooker whore. I a dirty little hooker whore.
Jesus.
And so, that's my baby, though. I love it, though. But, so from that day forward, we've been thicker than thieves. We've been together. And in relationships of how deep this relationship has gotten so fast, because I wasn't even looking for love. Love just.
Yeah, I told her she wasn't allowed to fall in love, actually, because she kind of broke the rules, but she still came down.
I'm forbidden.
I was told her she wasn't allowed to fall in love until she brought her ass down here.
Yeah, so I was kind of saving myself. So.
She broke the rules, but she still
I don't
came,
know where
so
this man
I
been
ain't
at
mad.
all my life, so I hope now I'm going on record to say that I hope that this is probably the last man for a long time.
Aw.
That don't mean I don't got other stories, I don't got some other stories, because, we ain't cleared all my years of dating. But, and I ain't told y'all a whole lot of the stories that's happened before this led up to this guy right here.
Right.
But,
There's some crazy
I will
shit.
tell you a bonus story with me and Candy in a little bit about one of my dates before I got.
Oh, yeah. I told
this
y'all about it, but
sexy
y'all
man right
all asked that when Cousin Patches got in town, that she could tell y'all the story. So, after their little segment, we gonna go in on that story, because that was fucking hilarious. I was laughing all through the fucking video.
I
Shit was
showed it.
hilarious.
I showed it was so much when he found out, and he's a real man, because most men that was dating me, they knew that I was getting ready to move, so they really didn't want to get that close to me, because I was getting ready to move. But he cared for me so much, so fast, so deeply, and I had felt such an animal magnitude for him that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We got hood marriage, y'all. Why we got hardcore tattoos? I've been tatted. You can click on my show. I got this whole hand Hemi tattoo. I'm supposed to save myself to him. And it goes up around my middle finger that says hardcore, because for some of y'all that's asked, he's moving with me. Yeah, he's kind of moving with me. He's kind of moving with me. He's going to be, back and forth until he can get transition. So, but yeah, we done got these matching hardcore tattoos. And he got one too. By T-Man. And it's on his arm right here. And, and he got a cancer tattoo on his other arm. And he took it like a beast. It was like his muscles flexed.
So hard I broke the
He
gun.
broke the gun, you guys. T-Man had to start it up. He didn't have to tell T-Man how to get it going again. It wasn't getting some ground or something. I don't know. And the thing said, he broke the gun. I was just, take it. I screamed like a bitch when I got this. So, I got this, and the crazy thing about it was, I got this because if anybody gets close to his chocolate cookie, the chocolate cookie, so cute, that I'm supposed to throw up the middle finger. I'm supposed to be like, fuck you from hardcore. And then I got this beautiful gift right here. And I'm supposed to shock anyone that gets near. So the cookie is off limits because, you know,
Don't want nobody to get hurt.
he don't want nobody to get hurt. He's one crazy son of a bitch because I love me some him.
Aw,
So, but
so sweet.
after the tattoos, before the tattoos, I gotta tell you real quick about the house visit. I went over to his house and I went out to the country, and it's so cute because before we went there, he's like, I told my pa about my chocolate cookie, and he wants a chocolate cookie too. And I was like, because I was nervous. I was like, he may not want, you know, girl coming all up her in the deep country and whatnot, but you know, it's probably seemed pretty cool.
If you want to hear the rest of the story, go subscribe to Life with Cousin Patches, and she'll finish telling you the rest of the story. So if you don't want to be left hanging, you need to go subscribe to Life with Cousin Patches, and she's going to finish the story.
And I sure will tell you the story
Mhm.
about crazy.
The rest that happened with
Really?
Paul.
Yes.
So if you want to hear what happened when she met Paul, go look up Life with Cousin Patches. And I'll put the link at the bottom, so you ain't even got to look. You just got to press on it. Go subscribe, and she gonna finish to tell y'all the story. Yes, I did y'all like that. Yes, it is a cliffhanger, and yes, you got to go to her channel to check out the rest. So, Bruno, you want to say bye-bye to everybody?
Bye, everybody.
Can't y'all see why I like this big, huge
That means get up.
of me? It's